I know that sickness is spreading, but I really want to go to the parks with them and have fun. And I'm also really excited. On March 31st, I'll be starting my first rehearsal with Universal. And then after that, hey guys, welcome back. Taking from where we left off, like a long time ago, we're coming back to the segment where I'm explaining my journey, and this would be video part 3. So here we go. We left off on March 9th. So March 9th, I had a SeaWorld audition, and if you want to hear about any of my auditions or performing experiences, then feel free to comment down below or ask me to do a video about them, because I will talk about them if you want to hear them. So I had an audition March 9th at SeaWorld, which went really well. Then that weekend, March 13th, I had my fitness test for Universal, so I could finally go into orientation and begin my rehearsals. Which, because of COVID, obviously all of this was canceled. And super sad to say that as of now I'm still unemployed, which is really, really hard because I just moved for the first time out of state and rent is obviously expensive down here, and being unemployed is really hard, and I also didn't qualify for unemployment, so yeah, I'm dealing with that also. So after my fitness test, I decided I wanted to go into Universal, and with my SeaWorld ID for being an ambassador there, you get to go to Universal. And I didn't want to pay for parking, and I was already at Human Resources, so I decided to walk to Universal, which was a couple blocks and more. I was exhausted by the time I walked there, rode a couple rides, and walked back. On my walk, I got to see the resorts that they had there, which was kind of cool. And it was just a nice little after workout after doing the fitness test, so I just did that too. After walking back from going to Universal, my grandparents actually came to my condo. The plan was they were gonna be there for the weekend and we were gonna go to SeaWorld, but obviously things changed. All the theme parks closed. So my grandparents didn't go to theme parks and we didn't go anywhere because obviously we don't want them to die. And my mom and my grandma and my aunt, they didn't come for my birthday because nothing was open here and things changed. So last minute, the last weekend SeaWorld was open, I was working there, and the last day I worked, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home. We don't know how long this is gonna last, but I really wanna go home. And this is my chance to go home. So I packed my things. I thought I was just gonna be gone for a week, so I didn't bring my computer with me, which was a big mistake. I could have gotten so many more things done if I had my computer back in Ohio. March 15th. We left early that morning.
Hey guys, so I just woke up and it is 5:30 a.m. I am about to hit the road back to Ohio with my grandparents, and it's gonna be a 14-hour drive. I could not sleep at all last night. Like, I tried going to bed at like 11 and I didn't fall asleep around 1 a.m. and I kept waking up like every hour at night. So I'm exhausted. As you can tell, I just woke up by my hair. But surprise to come, so keep following along and you'll be excited.
Back to Ohio with my grandparents, we drove. The sun is risen and we're off to the races. We didn't get there on that day. We could have made it, but my grandparents were exhausted, so we stayed in a hotel and we went to Cracker Barrel, which I was super excited about because I freaking love chicken and dumplings. Ugh, so good. I literally got the main course of chicken and dumplings, and then for my side, I got another chicken and dumplings. And then I got like something else, I think like broccoli or something. But yeah, I really like chicken and dumplings. It's currently 6 in the morning and we're eating breakfast.
I'm trying to wake up.
Yes, my eyes. Ow. It is now 7 o'clock and we'll probably get to Ohio at 1. Because that's what it says. So March 16th, we finally got home in the middle of that day, and I decided to go surprise my boyfriend because he has no idea I'm coming home. Okay, so I am home and my little Chihuahua Tucker is here with me, and I'm about to go to Jack's house and surprise him. So we'll see what happens. I'm super excited. I've had this planned since I knew I was coming home. And I've had to text him that I'm like at work or at the grocery store, and it's been really hard to keep it a secret. So I'm super, super excited. I can't wait to see him. So I go there. Well, this is how we planned it out. Sadly, we didn't get the video. My mom recorded it, but my phone deleted it, so I was like super sad about that, but in my head, I can like see his face and remember his reaction, so that's all that matters. So I was planning this the whole time I was driving down. So I said I sent something with my grandparents to give to him, and he said he also had to show my mom something. So I was like, okay, when do you want my mom to come there? And he's like, she can go right now. And I was like, all right, let me tell her. So I told her, I got in the back of my mom's trunk. I hid there. My mom thought it would be a good idea to have another little present, so she had a box. Obviously, you could tell there was nothing in it. He even told me that afterwards, and I was like, yeah, I don't even know why she did that, but my mom got Jack. He came outside, and he opened the trunk of the car, and I was like, hi, and he was like, so shook it. Oh my gosh, he was so happy. I got out of the trunk and I just hugged him. And that was like so happy. Wow, that was like a really good hug too. Oh, I really wish I would have gotten the video because it was so cute. But yeah, so that's how I surprised my boyfriend. I had to tell him that I was at work, but really I was traveling all day. And usually we FaceTime, and I was like, I'm just like really tired. My grandparents left. I just want to go to bed. So he was like dealing with all the corona stuff because he's still in school. So he was like all focused on that. So luckily that was a distraction of me like coming home and being like, surprise! And he did not see it coming at all, which is surprising because he's kind of good at figuring things out, but that distraction really helped me surprise him. I hated like not telling him the truth about things, but to get a surprise, you gotta do what you gotta do. In the end, they will know the truth, so that's all that matters. So March 16th, I'm officially home. I surprise Jack. I spend the rest of the day with him. And the next day, March 17th, I go to the chiropractor because my neck had been really bothering me, and my job has like affected the curvature of my neck and my spine. It's called Max Living. The one I go to is in Troy, but now that I'm back down here, I go to the one in Celebration, which is the same. They're both Max Living. They're both connected. They have the same the same. And then of course, pretty much every day after that, I went to Jack's house because I thought I was only going to be there for a week, so obviously I wanted to spend as much time as I could with him. And I also had brought my camera with me, so I practiced taking pictures on the goats and Fabian, which is the cat I gave him for his birthday. So I thought I would be there for a week, and Jack had been making a surprise for me he was going to give me on my 21st birthday, but he had no idea how long I was staying. So he decided to give it to me on March 20th, which is this blanket right here. He gave me this blanket and also the pillows. He handmade this, guys. He's so good. He freaking handmade this blanket, guys. It has bubbles on it like a baby blanket because I'm his baby. But it's seriously so cute. Like, he worked so hard on this, and that's like really special to me that he would do something for me like this. Like, wow. So all this week I pretty much practiced taking pictures of people like Jack and my mom, and it was my mom's birthday, so we had the whole family FaceTime because we were all in quarantine, so that was fun. On March 23rd, obviously I was at Jack's house. He braided my hair, like he showed me. He's actually pretty good. If he works more on it, it's gonna get even better. He also painted my nails. He picked out the color and everything, and he did a really good job. He is so good to me, like wow. Get you a boyfriend that will braid your hair and paint your nails and make you a blanket. Like, handyman, am I right? Little craftsman boy. And then the next day, March 24th, we made cookies. We made this huge cookie. Oh my gosh, we made so many cookies. We made peanut butter oatmeal cookies, and they were so good. He's the best cook ever. Guys, let's just like, all these things my boyfriend can do, like, wow, husband material, let's go. Get you a man that can bake and cook, because trust me, you're hungry all the time. He makes me food all the time. Like, I'm always like, can I have a milkshake? And then he's like, fine. And then he makes me a milkshake, and then we always drink it together. So March 27th, I was supposed to do a Norwegian audition with my twin Katie, which I said in the past video. Obviously that got canceled, and I was going to fly back home that next day, but then they were like, we're still keeping everything closed. So I was like, well, I'm not going back there. I'm not going to be by myself quarantined. I was going to fly back the day before because I was going to have orientation at Universal on March 30th, and I was going to start rehearsal the next day and have rehearsal all the next week and into the month. Obviously, theme park's still closed, so that's not gonna happen. And also at this time, this week would be my birthday week. Oh yeah!